Yuki Tsunoda has become the latest teammate of Max Verstappen to find himself under pressure and struggling to match the Dutchman's performance at Red Bull. Last weekend at the Spanish F1 Grand Prix, Tsunoda qualified last on the grid, approximately half a second slower than his teammate. Normally the gap between Yuki and Max isn't unacceptable, former Red Bull driver Coulthard told Channel 4 after qualifying in Barcelona. But in Formula 1, the competition is incredibly tight. He's in last position. That's a very difficult situation for Red Bull and very difficult for Yuki. I can imagine him saying, "Can I move back to Racing Bulls? Because that car looks like a more comfortable car for a driver to drive." Tsunoda highlighted the RB21's limitations. Tsunoda had earned his long-awaited promotion to the Red Bull team from their sister squad at the expense of Liam Lawson after 2 Grands Prix this season. Lawson only lasted 2 races as Verstappen's teammate, but his replacement Tsunoda is now not doing much better. Tsunoda pointed to the core limitations of the RB21 last weekend after qualifying last on the grid in Spain. Suddenly it dropped dramatically, he described the car's performance. Tsunoda managed to finish in 13th position, but a pointless result is not what Red Bull want from their number 2 driver. However, even Verstappen hasn't been able to consistently demonstrate the type of performance Red Bull have shown over the last 3 years. He's 49 points behind Oscar Piastri, who leads the F1 standings. Red Bull are in 4th place in the Constructors' Championship behind McLaren, Ferrari, and Mercedes. This isn't helped by Tsunoda's inability to bring home points in each of the last 2 rounds. This is a problem that needs to be addressed quickly, as Red Bull's patience is notoriously thin. Formula 1 drama heats up ahead of Canadian Grand Prix 2025. The Formula 1 drama is intensifying ahead of the 2025 Canadian Grand Prix, with wild speculation suggesting that Max Verstappen could miss the race due to an accumulation of penalty points. A recent fan poll has sparked fierce debate, with Daniel Ricciardo emerging as the favorite candidate to replace the world champion if he faces a race ban. Verstappen, who currently has 11 penalty points after an incident with George Russell at the Spanish Grand Prix, is just 1 step away from a 1-race suspension. If he incurs an additional penalty in Canada, 14 to 16 June, Red Bull might have to find a replacement. Ricciardo, who enjoys significant fan support for a potential F1 comeback, is in the spotlight. Despite focusing on his Enchante brand and asserting he won't return to racing, the Honey Badger's name continues to resonate. However, Red Bull has emphasized that their focus is on improving the problematic RB21 car, not replacing Verstappen. "Our main problem is the car, not the driver," Verstappen stated. Will these rumors become reality, or can Max keep his emotions in check in Montreal?